Theta value equivalent to $1.5917 a coin. The present exchange cost range $1.5696 $1.6189. The earlier day close $1.5852. The change was plus 0.65 plus 0.41%. Backwards rate Os to Theta. Dollar to Theta conjecture for October 2024. At the outset cost at 1.087 coins. Excessive cost 1.163, while low 1.020. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1.089. The Os to Theta conjecture toward the month's end 1.087, change for October's in 0.0%. Os to Theta expectation for November 2024. At the outset cost at 1.087 coins. Excessive cost 1.389, while low 1.087. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1.216. The US to Theta conjecture toward the month's end 1.299. Change for November 19th, 5%. Dollar to Theta figure for December 2024. Initially cost at 1.299 coins. Excessive cost 1.299, while low 1.053. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1.194. The US to Theta figure toward the month's end 1.124. Change for December 13.5%. Os to Theta expectation for January 2025. Initially cost at 1.124 coins. Excessive cost 1.124, while lows in 0.909. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 1.032. The US to Theta conjecture toward the month's end 0.971. Change for January 13.6%. Dollar to Theta conjecture for February 2025. Before all else cost at 0.971 coins. Excessive cost 1.000, while lows in 0.877. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.946. The US to Theta conjecture toward the month's end 0.935. Change for February 3.7%. Os to Theta expectation for Walk 2025. In the first place cost at 0.935 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.935. While lows in 0.752. The found the middle value of costs are 0.857. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's end 0.806. Change for spring 13.8%. Dollar to Theta gauge for April 2025. In the first place cost at 0.806 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.806, while lows in 0.649. The found the middle value of costs are 0.739. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's ends at 0.694, change for April 13.9%. Os to Theta expectation for May 2025. First and foremost cost at 0.694 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.694, while lows in 0.581. The found the middle value of costs are 0.648. The US to Theta estimate toward the month's ends are 0.621, change for May 10.5%. Dollar to Theta figure for June 2025. To start with cost at 0.621 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.637, while lows in 0.552. The found the middle value of costs are 0.601. The US to Theta estimate toward the month's ends are 0.592, change for June 4.7%. Os to Theta expectation for July 2025. To start with cost at 0.592 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.610, while lows in 0.532. The found the middle value of costs are 0.576. The Os to Theta gauge toward the month's ends are 0.568, change for July 4.1%. Dollar to Theta gauge for August 2025. To start with cost at 0.568 coins. Excessive cost 0.568, while lows in 0.495. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are 0.540. The Os to Theta conjecture toward the month's ends are 0.529, change for August 6.9%. Os to Theta expectation for September 2025. At the outset cost at 0.529 coins. Excessive cost 0.552, while lows in 0.478. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are 0.518. The Os to Theta conjecture toward the month's ends are 0.513, change for September 3.0%. Dollar to Theta figure for October 2025. Initially cost at 0.513 coins. Excessive cost 0.529, while lows and 0.461. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.499. The US to Theta figure toward the month's end 0.493. Change for October 3.9%. US to Theta expectation for November 2025. Initially cost at 0.493 coins. Excessive cost 0.521, while lows and 0.455. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.489. The US to Theta conjecture toward the month's end 0.485. Change for November 1.6%. Dollar to Theta conjecture for December 2025. Before all else cost at 0.485 coins. Excessive cost 0.562, while lows in 0.485. The arrived at the midpoint of costs 0.514. The US to Theta conjecture toward the month's ends of 0.524. Change for December 8th, 0%. US to Theta expectation for January 2026. In the first place, cost at 0.524 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.524, while lows in 0.446. The found the middle value of cost 0.493. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's end 0.478. Change for January 8.8%. Dollar to Theta gauge for February 2026. In the first place, cost at 0.478 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.478, while lows in 0.386. The found the middle value of costs 0.439. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's end 0.413. Change for February 13.6%. US to Theta expectation for Walk 2026. To start with, cost at 0.413 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.529, while lows in 0.413. The found the middle value of costs of 0.462. The US to Theta estimate toward the month's end 0.493. Change for spring 19.4%. Dollar to Theta gauge for April 2026. To start with, cost at 0.493 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.629, while lows in 0.493. The found the middle value of cost 0.550. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's end 0.585. Change for April 18th, 7%. US to Theta expectation for May 2026. In the first place, cost at 0.585 coins. Exorbitant cost 0.585, while lows in 0.505. The found the middle value of costs 0.554. The US to Theta gauge toward the month's end 0.541. Change for May 7.5%. Dollar to Theta figure for June 2026. Initially cost at 0.541 coins. Excessive cost 0.625, while lows in 0.541. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 0.572. The US to Theta figure toward the month's end